Hello, this is Dawn. Welcome to Lighthouse Tapestry. And today we're going to talk a bit about the Aries full moon that is actually a supermoon that is occurring on October 6th. It is actually at about 11 p.m. Eastern time. Let me see if I can verify that. I will in just a moment because I have it on the other thing, but on the other screen. So I do want to say we are going to be having a full moon burning ceremony on Sunday. So that will be on this channel, and it's about releasing those things that no longer are in your vibration and what you're moving away from, or what, the contracts that you have ended. So with that energy, and Aries being about fire, we can then start fresh, start clean. So I wanted you to be aware that we were going to be doing this on Sunday. This super moon it's called a super moon because it's at one of the closest times that the moon is to the earth. And so its influence is much, much stronger. And Aries being such a strong influence in all of our astrology, especially with the upcoming 0 degree Saturn and Neptune combination at 0 degrees of Aries that's going to be coming up. This is the last full moon in Aries before that takes place. So think about this as part of that cycle as we're going through things. Also, let's consider what else is going to be going on during that time. So let me go ahead and pull up the chart. I want you to see exactly what is going to be showing up, because I do think there's going to be kind of the energy of, see, here it is. So it's actually at 11:47 p.m. in the East Coast. So that'll be late Tuesday evening. And the reason that I wanted to mention those things is because this full moon will have an orb of about 3 days either side as far as feeling the influence. So really you're feeling it now this weekend. And also you'll be feeling it into Wednesday evening at least, I would say, or even possibly still on Thursday. And with Aries, it's a matter of people sometimes shoot first and aim later. So this energy that's going to be coming out at this time is something that we need to be very aware of. It's don't react, do make decisions. So the important thing is that you step back in your own energy and take a look at exactly what is going on, and don't make a decision or react in that moment. You need to step back and make a decision based on more information. Now, this eclipse is actually at 14 degrees, and it's in the Libra Aries axis. So Aries would be, these are the relationship, Aries and Libra. Aries is very much about the self. So what are you going to be looking at for what you want in the future? What is being illuminated for you in this energy of this full moon? And what are you leaving? What are you releasing that has been blocking you during this time? The other thing that's going on at this time is that we're going to have some really beautiful energy happening later on in October. But at the time of this full moon, we do have a square between Jupiter and Chiron, which means that people can get triggered. I would say triggered is probably the best word for it, because it's their wound. When someone finds just that right sore spot and triggers that reaction in you, don't forget, fear and anger are ways that people can manipulate others. So if someone can make you angry and react, or use your emotions to get a reaction out of you, then they're taking away your power to decide what you want to do for yourself. So I would be very, very careful about this energy. Especially it's that square, it's a pretty tight square. It's only 2 degrees apart. We do have coming up this, as you can see here, it's Jupiter at 23 degrees. We do have Black Moon Lilith over here at 25, I believe, and Hecate is getting, let me see if I can make her a little bit, yeah, 25 and 26. So those are in a trine energy. So think about the talk to the hand, Lilith, and also Hecate, who is so much about holding space for decisions and leading someone to the crossroads. It's interesting that this is also part of a grand water trine with Hecate and Black Moon Lilith and Saturn and Jupiter. You can be careful of your emotions. Saturn will help you do that if you lean into that energy. We are learning a more spiritual way of handling things. And I think Saturn is encouraging us to do that because it's at that 27-degree mark. And we are currently working through the energy of what was happening back in March and April for us, because it's going over those degrees where there were eclipses. It's going over those degrees where Mercury and Venus were in retrograde. And you would have already been having some of these situations come back up for you, because the degrees also included the first couple degrees in Aries. So you would have felt that energy already of anything that might have been a trigger for you earlier in the year coming back. And this time you're going to get it right. This time you're going to make a different choice. You're going to see how you can react better and with more wisdom. Saturn's also about time and guidelines. So what can you set up for yourself with the energy of both Jupiter and Hecate and Black Moon Lilith? The other thing that's going to be happening right around the 21st of October is we are going to be having this same energy, but with Mercury at that degree. So we get another grand water trine. So it'll be Jupiter and Mercury and Saturn. So that is something you can think about in the future, of that very intuitive energy, possibly downloads. Cancer is these are water signs. I mean, they're very intuitive energy, and you're going to have, by that time, Saturn will have gone back a little bit further into Pisces. So that'll be even a very tight trine that's going to be taking place. And I think we need to be aware that that we do have control of our emotions. So I think that's what Hecate is doing there. It's like asking you to make the choice. What kind of choice do you want to make regarding your emotions? And with this Aries energy, what is in your greatest and highest good? Sometimes, again, Aries can be the energy of acting first, getting a knee-jerk reaction. But it's also about initiating something. If you want to initiate something for yourself, this may be a good time to see that, because the moon is going to be illuminating that for you. So I want you to realize that and see where Aries is showing up in your houses. So think about the first house, the second house, the third house, and what those things stand for and what that might mean with Aries there. Now, Libra is also a part of that energy, because Aries is about the self, and Libra is about the others, self and other. It's that relationship axis. What do I need to be aware of for myself, making my own decisions? And what do I need to consider as far as collective energy? So that is what I really want you to focus on, because this energy is going to last well into, I would say, Thursday, as we take a look at that that energy of the full moon. We do have Mercury is going to be making a square to Pluto. So that should be very interesting, because Mercury square Pluto, a lot of secrets can be coming out. And I think that's one of the things that we are all going to be surprised about this coming week, is that there are things that nobody saw coming that are going to be released. As far as I don't know if we'll get a complete answer, but just the information that's going to be released is going to be interesting to dive into. It might be something, because it's, Mercury in Scorpio. Scorpio is about secrets. And its co-ruler is Pluto. So with this Mercury square to Pluto, and Mars is in that sign of Scorpio, which is also the original ruler, the ancient ruler of Scorpio is Mars. So I consider those co-rulers together, Pluto and Mars, for Scorpio. Scorpio is very private, but Scorpio will get, between Scorpio and Geminis, they can get just about any secret found out. Although Scorpio does not like sharing his secrets. So this should be very interesting. And I think because we do have such strong energy coming in, yeah, that square, it's going to be pretty tight. And we'll start feeling that, I think, right at the beginning of the week. And it'll last for a bit of time, at least for a couple days. And hopefully by the time we get to next weekend, it'll be a little bit easier. We do have Venus in a sextile to Jupiter, and that is nice energy. And so here we have this Jupiter energy. Here we have Venus. Venus is still in Virgo, and it's not her favorite sign. She's kind of waiting until she gets into her home sign, which would be Libra, one of her domiciles. So think about the fact that Jupiter is going to be talking to Venus, and we'll feel that energy at the beginning of this week, because this is actually set for the full moon. So this will be happening late Monday, and she still has a couple more degrees to go before it's exact. So we will feel that energy like from the beginning of the week and get a little bit of a kick from that on through the end of the week. But I think a lot of news is going to be coming out. And I feel like with it being Jupiter and Venus, and I just feel like that it's going to be more beneficial for women, some of the stuff that's coming out. So maybe that'll be a something that will maybe some misuse of power. This full moon does have, which is one of the reasons why I think it's going to be really interesting, because of this square energy. Mercury is at 0 degrees. It's in a yod from Uranus and Neptune. So that's also why I think there might be secrets that are going to be revealed, because it's like unexpected. Gemini is about, communication. Aries and Neptune, what was hidden, what was unclear, what is going to be coming out. And they are both talking to Mercury at 0 degrees while it's in a square to Pluto. So I would be very cautious myself about what information that you might want coming out. And that also depends on what planets you have in your chart. So take a look at that. I will also say that we are going to be having, besides the full moon ceremony, Monday, Nat and I will be doing a live about money magic, and doing basically a short ritual that will kind of instruct you how to build your own ritual based on your second house, and what is the sign, and what is the ruler of that house, and what is the element. So that will be done on Monday, the 6th, so the morning before the full moon is complete. That will be on the morning of the 6th. That's at 10:30 Eastern time. It will be recorded. It will be something that it's not related to specifically moon energy, so it'll be something that can be watched at any time. Nat and I in November are going to teach a more thorough course based on this that talks about the different axis of your money houses, which would be the 2nd and the 6th, which is your everyday and what you do every day, and the 10th, which is your career house. So how you can utilize that energy in your chart. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm so glad that you are here with us, and I hope to see you soon. And um, be like Hecate and make a decision, and don't just have a reaction. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.